Good morning. So, I watched a podcast last night. It was a guy I used to work with is doing a podcast. I would say his name and everything, but he doesn't watch my videos. Um, Anyways, and if he does, he doesn't like or comment or anything. So, there's that. But that's not the point. The point is beware, ladies. These are the kind of guys you need to avoid and not date. Um, um, Sorry, they were talking about marriage, and he was talking about how it's okay to basically like get engaged with someone and just hang out for the next 5 or 6 years and not move towards actually marrying them. And these are the kind of guys that will just waste your time, um as long as their needs are being met. As long as their needs are being met. He's like, basically the language is, oh well, as long as everyone's happy. But are they really? Because you know what she wants. And so you're basically saying, as long as my needs are being met, we're good. It's such a selfish way of thinking. And he's even older. And you would think that, and that's where a lot of women, that's where we make the mistake of thinking that just because a guy is older, that he's moving more maturely. And that's not so. I'm telling you, some of the most immature guys that I've met are older. It's like they're not putting any effort into really understanding women and understanding just life in general. And because you would think at that age they'd be more interested in doing the honorable thing. No, not so much. Let's just waste your time. And so ladies, you have to know, stop just putting yourself out there. Stop doing everything for these guys and making yourself so readily available, because there are men like this out there that if you put yourself out there and you offer everything up, they're going to willingly take it and just leave you on red and be fine with that. If you're offering it, they're going to take it. And they're not worried about what you want. It's not about your needs. It's really just about as long as they're getting their needs met. So beware. Those are the kind of guys. It's that player talk, that player mentality. You have to pay attention to those when it's red flags. When you see those, exit stage left. Yeah, that's not the kind of guy you wanna be with. He's gonna waste your time, and yeah, waste your time, ladies, with the promise of something. That's actually worse than just a straight player, because it's like, at least a player is just straight up like, dude, we're never doing that. I'm just a player. Like, it's the guys that lie and waste your time with dangling a promise of something. I feel like that's worse than being an actual player, in my opinion. But anyways, text. Sorry, let me focus. Also, I've been seeing a lot of people in person recently, or getting calls, mostly because of my dad. But people say, oh, I watch your videos, and oh, but it's so strange to me, because it's like, I say thank you, but I'm just thinking, I have never seen you comment or like or anything. So it's so weird to me that people, not that they watch, because I'm clearly entertaining, but that they don't support. Like, why wouldn't you support? Why wouldn't you actually participate in the video? Like it or repost it or something. It's so weird. And then so maybe you don't like it, and that's fine. Why tell me? So weird. No, like, you tell me to my face, you watch it, and then like, I've never seen you like anything. So that's just so weird to me. I don't know. It's just a weird type dynamic, I guess. But anyways, people don't support, but it is what it is. They'll support sooner or later, and by then it won't matter, because I won't even need your support, because I'll have the support of everyone. So it is what it is. I don't do this for that anyways. And that's another thing. Like, what is your purpose? If your purpose is just to be on here to say the same thing that everyone else is saying and put out the same negative that everyone else is doing, then why do it, right? Let's show people the better way. Let's show people, there's the best, better, best, whatever, you know what I mean. So let's show people the the proper way to do things, and how we really should be thinking, and not how the world actually thinks. Like, we know shacking up's a thing. That's, but why? And why? And let's fix that, right? Let's fix that. Let's focus on marriages and godly marriages, and the way God wants us to do things, not the way the world is pushing things. Let's just hang out for 20 years, and as long as everybody's happy. Okay. Anyways, I digress. Thanks for having coffee with me. Carry on.